We often go into the church, and the kids have many questions. So we visit the monastery in Einsiedeln a lot. It's a monastery founded by a hermit. The hermit was meditating by himself in the dark forest with all the animals and the beasts. And that was the beginning of this big monastery. And when you enter the monastery, just at the beginning of the cathedral, there's a small place. And the Holy Mother Maria. The kids have many questions. And sometimes it's not easy to explain. But we like to walk around this old monastery over thousands of years. It's a sacred and holy place. And even one of my ancestors was once an abbot of this monastery. And quietly we walk around and re-examine all the pictures and paintings, the ceilings, the symbols, and the story. So even the kids know it's a sacred place. And when you go into a Catholic church, the main figure is always the Holy Mother Maria. Especially the kids, they connect very deeply to this very old place. When you walk into a Protestant church, they got rid of all symbols, but especially they kicked out the Holy Mother. In a Protestant church, there is no place for the Holy Mother, which is very sad. But there's a reason why they did this. When I came back after many years in the dark forest, meditating and re-examining, when I came back to the marketplace, I was surprised. I was looking in any corner and I couldn't find many mothers and fathers. And a lot, many sad children looking for their parents. So the monks and the nuns are not separate from the marketplace. So I tried to figure out what's going on. Because when you kick out the Holy Mother, you also destroy the Holy Father. And what is left are sad children. So whenever we go to this monastery, we also visit the cemetery. And we check out the names, and figure out their stories. Of course, one of the main questions is, how come Jesus had to die if he was the best of the best? When I came back and checked out the marketplace, it seemed like I was in the castle of the Sleeping Beauty. Everything was neat and clean, but something was missing. Like in the old fairy tale, someone was not invited. So when does religion start? Many people say they don't need religion. But that just means you don't know what it is. It's not that difficult to get. The moment death is knocking on your door, that is the beginning of consciousness. When death starts to appear, that's the birth of self-awareness. When death is coming, we have to run as fast as possible into our very own self. The Garden of Eden is your very own self nature. That's the only place you can try to escape to. So death doesn't care if you like it or not. You can try to ignore it. You can try to neglect it. You can try as hard. But like the apple falls down, it doesn't care. And usually, the moment a child is born, for the parents, that's the beginning of dying. But our society has no children anymore. There are no parents anymore. It's a long and slow process. So whenever we visit our grandfather in this old town, we visit the monastery. And sometimes we can see the monks. That's why we have white underclothes, because white is the color of death. And all the monks and the nuns put death very close to their own heart. So what do you want when you meditate? Nowadays, everyone wants to be happy. How silly. Life is suffering. That's what Buddha said. After enlightenment, he said, life is suffering. How strange. No holy and wise one ever said, after enlightenment, there's happiness. So when you meditate, what do you want? To become aware of your actions and consequences. You cannot undo what you have done. There's no escape. Like the apple, it's deadly serious. It's strange. We treat ourselves as if we can do whatever we want. We want to be gods. There's no willpower because we just want to do stuff without any consequences. We want children without taking care of them. We are not careful at the very beginning. We want life without death. When we re-examine very, very closely, we can see what our actions has caused. So when you enter a temple, you will find, like in the Catholic Church, richness. When we meditate, what do you want? We know so many things, but we don't understand. Our head is so big. So last time I went into a Protestant church. And I was asking, where is Maria? Where is the Holy Mother Maria? Nobody knew. How sad. When you kick out the Holy Mother, the demigods are released. And they all try to become the gods because they're jealous. But it is an impossible task. So the church, the Protestant church and the Catholic church are not the same. So what is it then? If you ask me, I would say, when it's cold, the chickens go up the tree and the ducks under the water. Thank you very much.